You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, do we have an indication here that Caitlin Clark might be moving closer to joining this Unrivaled women's basketball league? Of course, it's a 3x3 league, and a lot of people are very, very animated about the fact that they don't really see what is in this for Caitlin Clark to join this league, and I can understand that. I mean, really, we know she financially does not need to join the league. I did the video the other day that we found out that they are preparing what they're describing as a Messi. I'm talking about Lionel Messi, of course, in MLS. When he went to the Inter Miami CF team, they gave him a massive, massive deal. $150 million deal plus some ownership, plus some residuals from like Apple TV and their version of League Pass. And some people are or at least the thought process is that Caitlin Clark's going to get some kind of a similar offer. Now, you may be asking, well, how does this league have this money? Well, they're part of the ownership group is TNT Sports, right? Turner Sports. So they're throwing a lot of money behind this league. Many would say, well, that's why they're going after Caitlin Clark, because if they don't, this league is DOA. All right. And it still may not make it just because Caitlin Clark joins the league. But without Caitlin Clark, it's not going to happen. This league will not make it. It will not last. Well, a lot of people are pointing at this as a possible step forward for one Caitlin Clark joining this league, and that's because her Iowa teammate, a very, very famous teammate that anybody that team, everybody knows Kate Martin's name. She plays with the Las Vegas Aces, and they have now locked her down in a deal. The Women's Basketball League announced Monday that it had agreed to a deal with Kate Martin, the Las Vegas Aces rookie and Clark's college teammate at Iowa. While Martin's rookie year in the WNBA exceeded expectations, did it? Okay. Unrivaled has only 30 slots available. The 3-on-3 basketball league has boasted of its plans to recruit the world's best women's basketball players for their 8-week season that tips off in Miami on January 17th. Man, that's right in the deep heart of the NFL playoffs. Martin appeared in 34 games this year as a 24-year-old, averaging 2 points and 11 minutes per game for the Las Vegas Aces. That's exactly what I mean. That's exceeding expectations. Okay. But Martin brings something very different that few others can. She's tight with Caitlin Clark, the women's basketball supernova that Unrivaled is plotting to recruit. Martin is the 27th player to commit to the 30-woman league, which includes co-founders Brianna Stewart and Nafisa Collier, who recently faced off in the WNBA Finals. Beyond Clark, the most notable missing name from the list of commitments is reigning WNBA MVP A'ja Wilson, who reportedly may only consider joining the league if they can sign Clark. That's interesting. That may be one of the smarter moves I've heard. Anything involving A'ja Wilson, that may be one of her smarter moves, because she probably knows where this league's going to go if they don't get Caitlin Clark. What's the point? The league is armed with cash after securing a television deal with TNT Sports, and its players are all reportedly set to make six-figure salaries along with equity in the league. The salary alone may not be enough to lure Clark. Currently a singular force in women's basketball, Unrivaled is working on a, quote, Messi-like deal for offer for Clark, Front Office Sports reported last week. When MLS was recruiting Messi, the league did not have the cash to contend with Gulf and European offers, but they worked around that by giving him perks that included a cut of Apple TV subscriptions generated by MLS. That offer could be a salary north of $1 million, according to Front Office Sports. So they're looking at actually giving her $1 million salary, and then, of course, some kind of an ownership situation. Unrivaled president Alex Bazale, the husband of Unrivaled co-founder and WNBA star Collier, confirmed the league's designs on Clark in an interview with Sports Business Journal last week. We are going to make an offer. It's going to be an historic offer. We're giving her time to mentally escape basketball before we sit down and have that conversation. That makes sense. She wants to do other things right now. She's already in the gym grinding, folks. But one way or another, I think this league is built for the stars, and I think it can move the needle forward in a different way for those stars and give them an upside long-term too. Mark and Clark are closer than any pair of college teammates. When both were drafted in Brooklyn this spring, Martin was there, but not because she thought she was going to get drafted. She was there to support Caitlin Clark. Very interesting. So, yeah, we know they are very tight. All right? Now, does that make a difference if they're not on the same team? I don't know. Just her joining the league, I don't know that that's enough to move the needle. You know, I mean, I assume there will be more than 3 players on each team. I mean, if somebody gets hurt, who's going to come in? So there's got to be a bigger roster than that, right? And so if you can't get her and Caitlin Clark on the same team for sure, I don't know that this is going to work. You know, I don't know that it's going to work. And does this move you? A lot of Indiana Fever fans are Iowa fans. All right. All you got to do is look at anything the Indiana Fever post. And in fact, they posted something regarding Big Ten championships in Iowa this just yesterday. And there was a lot of people speculating. Is Kate Martin coming to the Indiana Fever? Is Lisa Boulder coming there to coach? Is that going to happen? So there's definitely, you get the point. There's some ties there, and the fan base certainly crosses over. They know, hey, we need that Iowa Hawkeye fan base if this league is going to make it. Question is, when it comes to things like television ratings, what's considered a good rating in this league? I mean, the WNBA just started getting actually good ratings this year. Prior to that, it was trash. So what is going to be considered a good rating? I would find it very interesting. Will 1 million people watch 3-on-3 basketball if Caitlin Clark plays during the NBA season, or the NBA season and the NFL playoffs at that point when this league starts? So that's a very interesting question. Hopefully, they're smart enough not to put games on Super Bowl Sunday or NFC and AFC Championship Sunday. Just throwing that out there. I don't know, January 17th, it seems to me like that's around the time of the championship games. And we know they suck all the air out of the sports world's room. They'll vacuum all the air out because those games get massive, massive ratings. They're usually the second and third most watched thing all year. Tell me what you think. With this move, Kate Martin, is it going to make a difference to Caitlin Clark? Should it make a difference to Caitlin Clark? You tell me. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.